Hello guys, time for scary videos featuring a strange event in a basement and quite a scary capture in an abandoned building. Let's buckle up and stay frosty. And please leave a frosty like for me if you can. The following clip was uploaded by Hubble Vision, and he was looking for help in the paranormal section of Reddit. He tells us. So, we have someone who worked here that said after a wedding she saw a little boy running across the room, followed by chills. The doors opened while the party was going on. She doesn't like talking about it. A year or so later, this happened.
All the same time.
The doors opened while a party was going on, and Hubble states that it is very unlikely for it to have been caused by wind. The doors at the top of the screen lead into a banquet room with the kitchen in, and there were people in there at the time, so we don't pay much attention to the activity in that particular doorway. The man on the left was one of his former bosses, and on the brink of quitting himself due to him witnessing many of these strange encounters. But the door opening is one thing. What's really weird is the table in the back though. Take a good look. It looks as if something is lifting up the tablecloth. Maybe even an apparition can be seen here. How do we explain that? Really mysterious. Now we're gonna take a look at the case of user Harry McClary, who's documenting some mysterious events that are unfolding in the old house that he seemingly is inheriting with his girlfriend. All that is mentioned is that lately some really strange events have woken him up at night, and one of these evenings he could capture one of those moments with his cell phone. His Alexa smart speaker started talking weird stuff that night. So let's take a look.
Deliberate attempt to contact the spirit of a deceased person is known as a seance.
Hey.
I have a skill you might like. Wanna try it? Chee-hee, 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 chee.
A really awkward encounter to say the least, but on one of the following nights there seemed to be something making noise in the basement. And when Harry went to investigate, he and his girlfriend seemed to be shook to the core. It's certainly a terrifying clip.
Oh my god!
The next video was shared by Thea Taylor, and it appears that it was recorded by their surveillance camera, which was mounted outside of their house. Her husband noticed that there seemed to be a really strange occurrence going on one night. And while everybody knows that security cameras sometimes can glitch, this was really a strange encounter nevertheless. Let's take a look.
7/2 of 2020. We apparently caught an apparition going to the neighbor's house, going left to right by the trash cans, and in the middle of the driveway, this figure or apparition dissipates. Apartment. There it is. Walking. No legs. And she disappears. If you see, nobody is going into this apartment right now. And a vehicle drives by. Nobody. Nobody's there. The neighbor left. There's nobody nowhere to be found anywhere. Very odd. What's your thoughts on that?
I know, it's pretty mysterious. The person just disappears into thin air. Maybe it was an apparition indeed. Could it be possible? What do you think? The next video was sent by Jamie, and he tells me that the man in the following video was exploring an abandoned living facility. There were several floors that have been abandoned for quite some time, but yet, apparently it is a hotspot for local ghost hunters, and this man seems to capture a couple of really terrifying things himself. Let's take a look. Now you tell me, do you think this place is haunted or not? The following has been posted by BREWERY1414 and it was part of a security recording, which was caught at the Youngling Brewery in Pottsville, PA. The user states, "A man was spotted more than once with a flashlight, and last night it was the first time that they caught him on camera. You can see right through his upper body. Security staff actually confirmed that nobody was standing there at the time." So, it has to be a paranormal incident then, right? The detail on its shoe is quite significant. The user is currently trying to get the full video footage of this incident. Let's hope that he will. Megan Noel, Frank B, Steve McMahon, Daniel Kronger, Masked Doll, Josef Maurer, Kath Orange, Devil Kane 1. This video was sent by Justine Lauert, and she tells me that it was recorded in a store in Asia. The owners noticed after reviewing their CCTV camera that there was a lady in front of their store, appearing out of nowhere and seemingly teleporting around. It is specifically said that there are no cuts during those frames, or that it is possible the camera glitched. So if that would be true, how is it possible then? Then the lady is just staring for a couple of moments. But what is really odd is a red thing appearing right behind her. Is it just a car? The owners were quite unsure about that. If it would just be her standing there walking around, it could be due to mental illness. But all of that other stuff, the apparition, the teleporting, isn't it pretty weird? This whole incident goes on for a little bit longer, and then that red apparition appears once more behind the lady. What exactly is going on here? Please share your thoughts in the comments with me. I'm actually pretty curious. Have you ever seen something like that? Thanks for watching, guys.